I've been asked a lot of questions what this thing will catch and how it'll catch and who can catch. And then they'll say, well, Ellie, you're a professional and you know the lake and you can catch fish anywhere. Well, let me tell you a little story. And I want to introduce you to a friend of mine standing here who has been on the lakes of fishing maybe 10 times in his whole life. And I want him to tell his story of where me and him went to a lake that I had been on one time 20 years ago. And I would like for him to tell his story.
Well, Ellie, I appreciate that, and it was quite an exciting experience. I was fortunate enough to get Ellie to take me fishing on one of his excursions, and we went to a lake that he earlier said that he'd only been to one time. And when we arrived, the lake was so low we had trouble getting the boat in the water, and then there were fish floating because there was not enough oxygen in the water. We were the only boat on the lake. No one was catching any fish on this lake. But Ellie said, well, you know, I've got confidence in my little hypnotizer here. Let's just see what happens. And within minutes we were set up and fishing, and we fished about 2 hours, and I caught 75 fish, which is more fish than I've caught 5 times over in my sum total of my life. And it was one of the most exciting experiences I've ever had. Worst conditions possible. I had 5 minutes of training. Ellie showed me just how not to mess up the rod when I put the thing out and count the pulls. And within minutes I was catching fish. And we literally, this was in the middle of the day, the heat, terrible conditions, and we caught 75 fish in 2 hours, and it was the best fishing story I've ever had to tell. And I appreciate it, Ellie. Thank you for taking me.
Thank you. So there you have, folks. You've got it. If he can do it, you can do it.